My name is Nate Hayden. I work for Hancock Forest Management, who is contracted by the Muckleshoot Indian Tribe to carry out land management objectives for the tribe in the Tamanamis Forest since 2014 in one capacity or another. The older Community Day site that happened the first couple of years, kind of the start of the Community Day project and also of the different Muckleshoot initiatives. Muckleshoot Indian Tribe does partner with Hancock to work on these different initiative programs, including Community Day, Summer Youth Crew, Silviculture Crew, Road Crew, Understory Planting, and this location is kind of the hub that started it all. All the trails behind me, the summer crew built the first season that they were up here, and every summer since then, youth crew will come and build new trails, maintain the existing ones, as well as build trails at the new site. Of course, there's a whole bunch of other information history here as well, and it's all tied together with the Tamanamis Forest. Typical day for me, working with all of our partners, both within the Muckleshoot community and within the forest community. Could be working with our road crew, our silviculture crew, our youth crew, wildlife department, fisheries department, working with other neighboring landowners, DNR. We do all operations, including forest operations, so your traditional harvesting, logging, and silviculture, so the replanting of the trees. And kind of my background is actually in the roads aspect of it. So building new road, putting culverts in, bridges, that kind of stuff. Big focus is, of course, on salmon habitat, pulling out culverts that were potentially fish barriers, putting in larger structures that allow for fish to happily pass underneath it and restore all the habitat. It's just one of the many examples of the stewardship that happens up here in the woods. So there are a lot of factors that go into the Tamanamis Forest and how it gets managed. I think first and foremost, it is managed, for the Muckleshoot Indian Tribe, for its members to enjoy and to help support the community. Another big aspect of it is the education component. 100,000+ acres, it's a huge playground for outdoor education to happen, to learn about all, the plants and medicines that are in the woods. And really over the last several years, that outdoor education has expanded into tons of opportunities for the next generation to learn about how to manage a forest and really the benefits that you can get from a forest. So as many of you kids might recall, Community Days is always a fun day every fall. You get together with 1,000+ people up here for outdoor fun, outdoor food, outdoor activities. The rock climbing wall and shooting ranges and a whole bunch of other events are out here not only for fun and entertainment, but also to help provide some natural resource education. So and this year, obviously due to COVID, we can't have the event outside, so we like to try to bring it to you this year. As you can see, there's quite a bit out here in nature's playground. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of people here, so if you want to get out and enjoy the woods, you're going to need to do that in your own time and socially distanced, of course. But there are tons of opportunities up here of different things to do, from hiking and walking to gathering, hunting and fishing, and tons of other opportunities to just explore and really be in your own element and expand your knowledge and skill set.
My name is Randy Ray, and I'm a forester. I work for Hancock Forest Management, and I've worked on this property since Hancock started managing it in 2003. When the Muckleshoots acquired the property, then of course I started working for them, and that was the end of 2013. The forest management up here is really an exciting and a very fulfilling activity for me. I enjoy it because the forest is a renewable resource. It's a beautiful resource, and so we can always use it if we manage it well. So my primary role in the Hancock organization is as the silviculture area manager. So once Nate and those guys make all the stumps, I get the privilege of replacing them. So we make sure the seedlings are prepared, and that's a 2 or 3 year process. We order those way ahead of time and make sure we have enough and the right kind of seedlings to reforest all these harvest units and regrow a beautiful forest. Provides all the other benefits for hunting, fishing, collecting native plants, providing all the other cultural benefits that the tribe really wants from the forest. The main goal is to make sure not just that the harvest units get replanted, but then those plantations are managed up to the point where you have a fully stocked, healthy stand ready for the future, whatever that future is. If that future is commercial thinning, where maybe not all the trees are cut, but it's thinned out, similar to this stand or if it is going to be final harvested years down the road, it's the right stand for providing economic benefit, but also the right stand for providing environmental benefits, like of course, the wildlife, the fish, clean air. Like I said, they produce lots of oxygen. They absorb a lot of carbon, so that may be an opportunity for the tribe as well in the future. And they also provide a lot of recreational benefits, as well as the opportunity to gather some of the other plants that the tribe is very good at using and utilizing for their various needs for medicinal and other purposes. For us, it involved being prepared, going through college, getting a college degree, and what that does, that provides a foundation, traditional forest management, but then also taking a lot of classes in the plants and the botany. Also getting involved, my understanding, there's a lot of tribal programs, so understanding the cultural and the cultural heritage and the use of the plants from the tribe's side as well can be learned from all the programs they have in the tribe. And so you're able to bring all that knowledge out here and apply it to the forest, maintain this healthy forest ecosystem and this economic driver for the tribe, so the tribe's able to diversify their economy a little bit more and continue to thrive as an organization. Yeah, my message to the kids is bug the heck out of your teachers and your parents to have them bring you out. We're available to help the teachers, help the school, help the parents with field trips to bring the kids out. Every tribal member can get permits and keys to come out here. They get them, I think, through the wildlife department, the Muckleshoot tribe, to come out here. And this is a beautiful place. This is an exciting place, and I just encourage them to take advantage of all the opportunities, encourage teachers and their parents to take advantage of those opportunities for field trips. Kids get older, there are opportunities to join like the summer crew, to come out here and work in the forest, and then possibly eventually to work for one of the contractors that we employ up here who work on the forest, the Muckleshoot contractor.
So community to me means coming together as a community. It's tribal members coming together with non-tribal members. There's food cookout, there's, natural resource booths. They're just coming together and having a good time. And yeah, so to me it just means like a festive good time. My favorite part of community day would have to be probably the hour before everything starts. Kind of like when I get here. I guess you could say like the calm before the storm. You see the elk being hung up and cooked, and the fish being made, and everybody getting their booths together, and just that feeling, the calm before the storm. So I'd say that's probably my favorite part. Yeah, I got a good social memory. I think it was like 2 days prior to Community Day. It was a really cold, crisp day. There was snow in the mountains over here. You could see it overlaying the mountains, but it was a really beautiful sunny day. And I remember, because our past community days, it's always pouring rain on us. It's constantly just raining on us. So I was like, man, if we could have a day like this just for community day, that would be awesome. And I remember, like, on my Facebook, I took a picture of the entrance and everything. It was a beautiful picture. And I remember thinking, if we could just have this day, that'd be awesome. And luckily 2 days after that, when community day happened, that it was exactly that. We had our one sunny day. So that was a good memory. Helped with community day in multiple facets. With silviculture, helped cut down the trees, help mitigate the shrubbery, the plants out here, help plant the elderberries here. I've helped build and install the sign. I've helped install the underground pit over here, as well as the above ground pit. Build all these benches and road crew. I've helped install the bridges you see back there. There's a few bridges back there I've helped install. All sorts of, I wore many hats, but it's not just me, all of us workers. I work in silviculture, I work in road crew, the management company. We've all helped in so many different ways, just like I explained just now how I have. They've all done what I've done, and even during community day, I've helped shuttle people up here, fill up the salmon pond with salmon, help the kids, gut the fish and whatnot. So I believe kids should be outdoors because, I have no scientific backing to, back my theory here, but I think it helps their immune system, let their hands get dirty, let them get dirt under their fingernails. It helps, build their immune system. So as far as work doing in the forest, I've worked on the silviculture crew, helped with slashing and PCTing, cutting down trees, as well as planting them. With the road crew, helped with road maintenance, like I said, help maintaining the roads and help building the bridges and whatnot. Working that I'm proud of was working with the youth summer crew. I've helped work with trail work with them. We worked on the Divide Trail, which our ancestors used as a trading post or a trading trail with the Yakima tribe for thousands of years. So it's pretty exciting to be able to work on that and help the kids do trail work with that. And then as of now, as a forest technician, I've helped work with the wildlife department, helping input bear data. I've also helped create habitat units for snags for the spotted owl. So I'd go out, find trees a certain diameter, mark them, so the silviculture could come out and girdle them. They had me work on timber units, so I do a lot of layout with flagging riparian management zones, as well as perennial initiation points. Working with CMZs and which is channel migration zones, and just helping lay out units so that the loggers could come and cut down the timber, which creates income for our tribe. A lot of stuff like that. My favorite part of my job would have to be after working a long, hard day. The complicated, the better. After I feel like I've accomplished something, if it's pouring down, raining on me, and I get to my truck and I finally change out of my wet clothes, get a good clean shirt on, and it's that drive home. It's kind of like people get that runner's high. I've been hiking all day, so I've been just exhausted. So like, once I finally change out of my clothes, get in my truck, and I, jump on 410, and I'm driving out of this mountain, it's that accomplishment feeling, as well as probably that euphoric feeling I get from hiking all day. So it's probably my favorite time of the day. I prepared for my career path by going to school, just now finishing my associate's degree, about to jump onto my bachelor's here in a couple months. So I've done the schooling, and as well as, just working with the contracting companies. I've worked in silviculture, I've worked with the roads crew, so it gives me a better understanding. The forest, I guess, the forest has helped me by making me, I guess, a harder person, you could say. When I first got out here, I had a lot of upper body strength, but I had like these chicken legs, they're really skinny, so I remember like wearing these corks for the first time, which are like space boots pretty much, and carrying a chainsaw and the gasoline and all this equipment. It was pretty hard walking over all the slash and all these down trees. After falling for like my 7th time today, I remember like Josh just telling me, he's like, you gotta get your mountain legs, brother. And I'm just sitting there just like, man, like whatever, bro. He's like, I'm not messing with you. Like seriously, you'll get muscle in those legs and you'll eventually come together. I think after like 8 or 9 months, I got what he saw. Eventually I was like, everything was just easier. I was hiking, just bounding up the mountain. So.
Hi everyone. My name is Cecina Alt. My English name is Gail White Eagle. I am an enrolled member of the Muckleshoot tribe. I'm also a lead culture teacher for the Muckleshoot tribe. And I'm very sorry that I didn't get to see anybody this year. So we all have to stay safe and healthy, still continue to practice who we are as Muckleshoot people. I did have a few opportunities to be able to go up into Tomanoas this year to harvest different plants, particularly stinging nettle and some cedar bark. I did get to work with a few kiddos in harvesting cedar leaf. And so with this COVID-19 going around, it's a very important thing that we be able to continue to use those older medicines to be able to keep ourselves safe. I really miss everybody. I miss teaching, but I'm still here at home practicing and working on better curriculum and videos and weavings for you all to see and all to continue to practice with.
Mike Middleton. I'm a wildlife biologist with the Muckleshoot tribe, and I've been working for the tribe for 20 years. Well, we have to do a lot of data processing, but in order to get that data, we have to go capture animals up in the mountains. A lot of days I'll go up with my dart gun in my truck, and I'll go cruise around the watersheds and look for female deer or elk to dart. So capturing animals, we're going to fly this weekend, or this Friday, and capture elk in the White River, or in the Green River. And so capturing animals, we spend about 50% of our time capturing animals and about 50% of our time analyzing the data and looking at it and trying to come up with management scenarios for the tribe to follow. So like how many deer and elk the tribe should harvest each year, that's what we're trying to figure out. Yeah, so we track the populations and we want to see them either kind of gradually going up or steady. But if we see the populations going down, we know we can't harvest as many animals. If the population's going down, we have to back off our harvest and maybe do some other management on other predators of the resource, which are cougars, basically. Yeah, we're trying to balance predator and prey, and we are one of the predators, but there's also other predators as well. So, and then you have to have enough prey for all predators. So, right, well, there's several different jobs within the wildlife program. So you can be a monitor, a wildlife monitor, which basically you just have to be a tribal member with a GED, I think, and some experience up in the mountains. So that's your foot in the door for the wildlife program. But if you'd like to become a biologist, a wildlife biologist like myself, and David Bales is our lead biologist, and Mike McDaniel is another biologist that we have on staff, we all went to college. And so after high school, I went to Washington State University and got a degree in natural resource management, and then had some wildlife jobs right out of college, and then started working for the tribe in 2001. Yeah, I would suggest just getting out and looking at something that's living. It could be right outside their apartment complex, like a frog, or something. Just go look at something and follow it and see what it does and see how it moves, and kind of just be in nature and look at things without being on your phones, and just be silent and be still and be with the insect or the frog or the bug or whatever you're looking at. That's a good way just to get right outside your home. But getting up into the mountains, you got to go with your aunties and uncles and moms and dads and family. And when they're going to go up and pick huckleberries, I would get up there and go pick huckleberries with them, and I would go hunting with them and start doing it, because it's part of the tribe's tradition, is hunting and gathering. So yeah, get off the Google machines and get up into the mountains.